So I will be a millionaire in 2 years, and I can do this in such a fairly young age because of my biohack productivity routine. I work in the health niche, especially in the biohacking niche for entrepreneurs, and so my day-to-day life and my research and my nerdish research stuff is basically finding the most leveraged productivity or biohacking stuff for our body, our brain, and overall our performance. And so when I can tell you this, that my routine is perfectionized, specialized, and is the best, then it might be the case. If you like Alex Hormozy's routine, if you like Jeff Bezos' routine, if you like, I don't know what guru you like, or what billionaire you assemble, if you like this routine, then feel free to do it, but maybe my routine helps you as well. So I want to make this video very quick. And therefore we just head into my routine. So the first thing I do is I wake up, and normally I wake up whenever I want, but I only can wake up whenever I want when I go to bed not whenever I want, on time. So I go to bed on time in between 11 to 12 every single day. And I finish my work most of the times in between 8 to 10. So some days I work till, close to bed. Some days I finish at 7. So this, depends on the private situation, on the work situation, on some variables. But the one thing that is quite in, balance is my sleep time. And that is 11 to 12. There are a few, exceptions where I don't go to bed at that time. For example, New Year, or when someone has a very important birthday, or for some very important flight or something like that. But most of the time I do that, and the more consistent you stick to that sleep schedule, the better it is. Then I wake up whenever I want, and the first thing I do is I go to the shower, cold shower, ice cold shower, because I don't want to waste time. When you want to earn a lot of money, when you want to earn a lot of money and you want to be successful or better than the average, or way better than the average, and have a high goal, then you need to sacrifice a lot of things, and you need to work way, way harder than other people. And because we only have 24 hours, in every single day, and everyone has the same amount of hours, the only thing we can, change is the quality of hours. And therefore, everything I do is basically around perfecting the amount of hours, or how I spend my hours. That is literally what I do. I perfectionize how I spend my hours and my day throughout my life, and I do it in an easy way. And once you have a habit of going through this routine, it is so much easier, and you will get ahead of your competition. It is kind of Alex Hormozy style, but in a healthy way. So I wake up, cold shower. Normally you do shower, normally you shower warm, but I shower ice cold. And as you know, I love ice cold shower because it highes your cortisol for a short time. That means you're more awake, more alert. Cortisol is not a bad hormone. Of course, when you have chronically high cortisol, it lowers testosterone, it is high stress, it is associated with a lot of mental and physical illnesses. So mental or chronic stress is bad, but cortisol in general makes you awake and is the alerting hormone. And therefore, the short cortisol spike is good, because then you're awake, then you're fresh, and this is for my body, time to fight. When I know I have ice cold shower, I know today's work day, work, go. Then I, brush my teeth and do all of this cleaning stuff for 15 minutes. And after that, I immediately go here in my dark room. And as you can see, I have a small room. I can reach the wall with my arms, and goes like this, and here the camera behind this immediately is a window. So it is a small room, and it's clustered with shelves, and only here in my area is work stuff. So here is for my glasses, here our phone, here is a pen, here is another pen, here is some plate, here is a calculator, here's my water, and there is equipment for filming, there is a book, and here are books and supplements. That's literally it, what is in my room, you know? I have nothing that distracts me in the room. Well, beside this shelf, but I never actually look at this shelf. So no TV, no light at all. For example, right now I don't have light. The only light is the lamp I'm looking at. And I do this because when you want to work on something hard and really focused, you need to have low distractions. And as Alex Hormozy said, I can't remember the quote, but he said something like, when you can't focus and be undistracted for 8 hours straight, you can't do something extraordinary good or something fantastic. And you only have no distraction if you don't allow them. And when you have a dark room, small room, no distraction, no phone, in some days I will have a brick, some device that allows you to remove the notifications, but not in an app that you literally unlock your phone and go to the app and unlock it. No, it is a physical device that you can put outside, and that actually blocks your apps, and you need to grab it. But when you're always in your room, you can't access these, and you still have your phone for some calls for friends or family. So pretty cool device. So if you want to have phone on your place like I want, then I would recommend you to buy this. It is, I don't know, 40 or 50 bucks, and it is really, really useful, and it is free to use, besides the 40 and 50 bucks one-time investment. But after that, it's great. And I will test it out. I will explain to you, but it's really cute. And that's legit it. I have my MacBook and I do only work on it. I have a clean overlay, as you might know from other videos. I have no distraction. I delete everything I do immediately. I have a sorted and well structured overlay. I only have one tab open, and that's the tab I work with. I only allow focus. If you want to be lucky, or if you want to business succeeding in something, being great at something is lucky. But you only can get lucky if you allow to be lucky, or if you do so much that being unlucky is unreasonable or doesn't even make sense. And therefore I just sit here and work. And I track my work in a really simple way. I have my clock and I see when I start. For example, I start at 8:11. Now I set a timer to 9:11 and I work till the alarm rings. And then I have here a list for August with focus hours. And these are the real hours that I focus. And there is a difference between focus and not focus. And there are a lot of people say, oh, I work 80 hours a week and my schedule is so tough and it's so hard. But when they are on their own, of course, their meetings can be stressful. They might have some sales calls. They might do something great. But when they are on their own, most of the time the work isn't really focused and undistracted. And these focus hours are only, the line can only be drawn when I focus for 1 hour straight on one thing. And then I have this small gamification progress, and I see when someone asks me, yeah, well, how much do you work? And I say, yeah, I work only 40 hours per week, but 40 focused hours per week. Try this out. Try out to work 8 hours focused throughout your day. So have an alarm clock, set it for 1 hour, and after that, draw a line and then repeat it for 8 hours. Focus on one thing, no distractions, no phone, nothing. Closed room, dark room, no headphones. I, for example, have noise cancelling headphones or something like earplugs, something like that. And when you do this, then you can work more efficiently. Of course, I do have my supplements after 2 or 3 hours and my first meal, and then I work more. I just work, and midday I have a large meal, a big meal, and after 30 minutes I will go to the gym, or I sleep, or I relax for 30 minutes, or I do more work. And that's basically what you need to do. You go to the gym, you take care of your body, you have your health set, you have your business set, or you have your relationship set. There are only these 3 areas. You do your task every single day. And when you only do those 3, or when you only cover these 3 areas, I can guarantee you, do this for 30 days and the progress will be, you will not, will not recognize who you are after that. Because you have changed so much, you have grown so much, and life gets so much better after that. When you only focus on your relationship, when you have your spare time, when you only do things with your friends, family, or girlfriend, or your husband, whatever, and when you're on your own, you either work, or when you are not in good health, or when you think you need to take a break, take the break. But you don't take a break to procrastinate, you take a break when you really need it. And that's literally it. And then you finish your day when the work is finished. Every single evening. That is a small tip too. I go to my notes. Pretty simple. Again, it is so simple. You can see here, I have a list of things I need to do every single day. And in 95% of the times, I only finish the day when everything is finished. So that's what I told you. Sometimes I finish my day at 6, sometimes at 11, and that's the reason. Sometimes at 1 a.m. And I need to wake up at 8 because I have a meeting. Some days are like that, but most of the time I structure my day that comes with, with the flow, with knowing how much input you can get with real focused hours, with, really calculating how much focus work you can do in a day, then in a week, then in a month, with real calculation, but that only comes with progress. Once you realize that, you need to do stuff in order to get good at it, to, grow at it, and then things get so much easier. And planning and structuring and knowing how much focus work you do, or actually the art of focus work, can only be mastered through actual focused work. So do stuff. No one, no successful human being does the 5-hour morning routine with meditation and red sunlight and all of that, even though I'm a biohacker, by the way. I can claim myself as a biohacker because I'm in a niche and I help entrepreneurs to get healthy with scientific proof and biohacking approach. I work with a lot of substance and medical advisors. And I can claim myself as a biohacker, but even I understand the difference between doing something so unnecessary and stupidly that is a shiny object again, and doing something that is, really helpful for the business owner and actually helps you, has low time invest and has high leverage. Because most of the things that biohackers do, these things do not have any leverage. So that was it for the video. That's what I do every single day. And if you want to work with me, I, make entrepreneurs healthy on a real biohacking approach and really know what entrepreneurs want. So then click the first link in the description. If not, it's okay. Watch my videos. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm still a small channel, but I will make YouTube videos every single day, and I will not stop making those videos because I believe that I know what is good for entrepreneurs, and I can help a lot of entrepreneurs, and entrepreneurs need to get healthy to make the world a better place, because entrepreneurs are the only people who can create a better world, and only healthy entrepreneurs are willing or are able to do so. And it's not that hard, but it's so overwhelming in today's world to have the right information. Therefore, I think I can help you. I don't think it, I believe it, and therefore love you, thank you, and hope that was helpful. If you want to know anything in the biohacking niche or in the entrepreneurial space or anything, let me know. I will help you. I'm here to help. Bye.